But fortunately, after the forest, there's more forest. But we're going to the main menu once I figure out which buttons to press. It's also kind of cool that they decided that in each menu you have to press different buttons to go to different parts of the menu. But hey, what are you gonna do? So hey, there's a bunch of things here. In moments, you can see all the cutscenes we've seen so far. So far, we've only seen 2. So, and it would just be repeats of what we've already seen. Snapshots are screenshots from the movie, which you can buy from the shop, and they're all just pictures. And it's not a widescreen movie, so it doesn't even cover the entire screen, so yay. And these are all the different levels we've done so far, and it shows how many coins we've gotten in each of them. And there's 100 coins in every level, and we haven't gotten 100 coins in any of them, so cool. But we're just going to focus on the shop. And more importantly, we're going to focus on the hats. The hats are by far the most important thing, which is why I'm going to buy 2 of them. And are there dresses for 50? Yeah. Let's get the green one and the white one. Very good. I don't know who that woman is. I don't even remember if she was in the movie, but hey, I'm sure she played a very important part in dressing up Barbie before she went on her musketeering adventures. But we're going to check our outfits because we have a bunch of question marks. We have a cat, and we're gonna dress up in that one. I'm just gonna use the mouse because I can't figure out which button is the choose outfit button. And our cat is going to be replaced by a blue hat. And what that means is that our cat now wears a blue hat, and I think that is basically the greatest feature anyone has ever put in the game. If you ever put cats in your game, make them wear blue hats and a little scarf. I think he's wearing a scarf? Yeah. Because if your cat looks like this, you can guarantee that you are going on a great adventure. And without a hat, your cat is not ready to destroy rubble and boulders with her bare little cat paws. You have to be dressed for the occasion. And that is exactly what Miette is right now. Miette, one of the few cats who looks quite this dashing. Beautiful. Another thing to note is that while some of the animation in this game looks a bit odd, it's not too noticeable right now, but there's a couple of outfits where you'll notice some of the outlines around Barbie's arms just look really weird. You can kind of see it around her swinging arm right now, that there's just a bunch of white splotches everywhere. And with the yellow one, it's especially obvious, but while the animation isn't too great, it's still way better than in the actual movie itself. The movie definitely does some gravity-defying stunts in that sense, just by sad animation. I wouldn't even call it bad, it's just kind of unfortunate animation, really. But I guess that was back in the day when Barbie movies were made for people who don't really critique the animation of Barbie movies. Which I guess it still is, but hey. When you gotta do research for your game, you gotta watch all the Barbie movies, you know? When you gotta record a game, you gotta make sure you gotta see everything that's actually that it's actually based on, otherwise you might miss all the little inside jokes the game might be making. Which, in this case, fortunately, doesn't really matter because all the dialogue is ripped straight from the movie anyway. So even if we didn't get the inside jokes, we would just hear them again in the exact same voice. Because they probably didn't bother adding new voice clips to this game. But who knows? Who knows? I'm gonna press that button, is what I know. That is now my mission. And I made a thing go to the left slightly, and I'm sure that in the future, that is going to help us so drastically that everyone will be like, wow, you sure pressed that button. And I'll be like, yeah, that's what I did. That's pretty much going to be my proudest moment from playing this game. I will be the one that has pressed that button and made a thing possible by doing so. And everyone in the world will cheer me on as I probably get an extra coin, which I otherwise would not be able to get, and it would be very, very unfortunate. But now we got money. Now we might be able to buy a new dress. Will we buy all dresses? Probably not, because getting 100 coins in every level seems a bit tedious. Fortunately, the shop has clothes, and then it has like I think about 16 or 20 or something like that snapshots, which are all just pictures from the movie, and they all cost 15 coins each. And I don't think there's really a reason to get those, and I probably won't get any of them because most of the scenes will just be shown in cutscenes anyway. So it seems a bit pointless to then watch them again in non-widescreen format, but hey, nothing you can do about that. We're just gonna have a jolly old good time. Destroy these things with our hands. It's quite impressive. She has to hit almost every enemy with her broomsticks, but those things where you just knock down the wooden plank, yeah, it's like Clarice, whatever her name is, something with a C in it.
I bet you could climb across this spot, Corinne.
Corinne, that's the name. She can just take those down with her telekinetic powers somehow. I don't know. Nothing to worry about, I guess. I think I might stop focusing on the coins and instead just try to focus on making our way through these scary levels. There's a scary spider over here. But fortunately, we hit it and then it flew into space. Where did this barrel come from? Well, I often also have the problem that when I walk through the forest, barrels suddenly start rolling towards me. Barreling towards me, perhaps even. And then what are you gonna do? It's a hard life when suddenly barrels, and that is the life of a foresteer. And if you want to be a musketeer, you first have to be a foresteer, because hey, I'm afraid there's just no other way. This is all part of the musketeer training. Is there like a secret area here? That'd be cool. Doesn't look like it. But yeah, if you want to be a musketeer, first you have to clean your barn, then you have to go through a gigantic forest, and eventually we might just end up in Paris. That's how the story goes of every musketeer that has ever lived, today and tomorrow. I said "and" like the word "ant," but I'm not going to pay any attention to that, and instead make our way forward through this carefully laid out forest filled with bats, mice, one scarecrow. I think we've only seen like one scarecrow in this entire area, but I guess it would be kind of a strange place to put scarecrows everywhere, considering this is kind of a natural habitat of birds, and it would be kind of rude if we put scarecrows everywhere, because as you have seen in every movie, scarecrows work very well against crows, because nothing scares a crow like hay. And it has absolutely nothing to do with the flowy clothing they wear. It's all the hay that they wear. Hey, cutscene.
Oh my, Paris is beautiful. I can't believe we're finally here.
And it might be a bit noticeable that they didn't... Oh. I'll get back to that statement.
Musketeers? More like muscatastrophe.
Oh, wow.
It's time to become Musketeers. Where's the castle?
Look at that dog.
Oh, hello, dog.
You aren't getting anywhere near the castle as long as Brutus is the royal guard dog around here.
He doesn't seem very nice, Corinne. Ah! I'm sorry, Brutus, but my destiny awaits. Stand aside. I'm not afraid. He took my letter. Hurry, Nat. We must chase after him.
Sorry, dog. My destiny awaits.
Come and get it.
With this amazing chase music. But yeah, you might kind of notice that the dialogue is ripped from the movie, but that the music isn't, because in cutscenes nothing makes sound. Like, all the sound is just the music and the voices, and the horses just walk without sound. There's no sound from the townspeople, only the dog speaks. Only the dog speaks. All the people are quiet while the dog has its little conversation. Fortunately, the dog does seem to sound like a horse, so there is that. At least something sounds like a horse in this game. And that brings us to our first boss battle, which is pushing boxes into a dog. Also, if this game gives some great morals. When a dog tries to stop you from getting to your destiny, just throw crates at it. The dog doesn't seem to mind. It just runs into them anyway, so clearly it doesn't mind too much. This is where it gets a bit harder. The dog can jump now. It wasn't capable of doing that before. Before it could only bark, and somehow that damaged us. I guess it just really scared us, in a sense. This is actually kind of hard to hit them, though. Come on. Use your broomsticks, Barbie. Man, just stop barking at me. I just want to hit you with sandbags that magically appear from the ceiling. I'm not really sure what the dog says when we hit him, but it says something about dirt.
I mean, dirt.
And that one just hit him straight in the face. I kind of feel sorry about that one. And I suddenly remember what the cutscene looks like when we actually win. There we go.
I mean, dirt.
And I kind of want to... Oh, no. Yeah, I kind of want to have the dog
What an unruly dog.
as far as possible to the left.
You dropped your letter. I'll get it.
Because of this. Because of this scene right here, where the cat very, very slowly walks. And you can see that the rocks over there just... They're not rocks, really. But if I was standing in the middle of the screen, it would take another, like, minute before we're done here.
Let's find our way to the castle and meet the royal family.
Let's find our way to the castle. Also, one of our friends is here.
Nothing can stand in my way of being a musketeer. Brutus is no pushover. And to have sent him running with his tail between his legs, your skills are magnifique. Hello, my name is Corinne. And you are? Pardonnez-moi, my name is Vivica. So, you say you want to be a musketeer, oui? More than anything. Come with me. There is someone you should meet.
And I swear that that person's French, not
You
American.
brought a guest.
Hello, madame. My name is Corinne.
Meow.
And this is my friend, Miette.
Charmed. I am Hélène. Why are you here, Corinne?
This girl has a certain flair with the swords. I saw her mixing it up with Monsieur Bertrand's dog Brutus in the courtyard.
Broomsticks.
Oh, yes?
My father was a great musketeer. I came
Broomsticks.
to Paris to follow in his footsteps.
They're not swords, they're broomsticks.
I see. Vivica, show Corinne your skills.
Oui, madame.
By pressing the control button, Vivica can
She can use
long
ribbons and
ribbons to
stuff.
attack
Cool,
or
cool,
to
cool.
grab
Get
onto
all the coins and explore Paris together. She doesn't talk very fast, she's mostly tutorial woman. And in the movie, she looks pretty much exactly like Barbie, just with grey hair. It's weird. But then again, so does every other character. Also, we can also dress her up. And, I pressed that one. I want him to wear a white hat. And there we go. We got ribbons. This character is a lot more interesting than Corinne, which is unfortunate. But I don't know. I like characters that fight with ribbons. It looks nice compared to broomsticks, in my opinion.
Well done, Vivica.
Merci, Madame Hélène.
Corinne, I would like to invite you to train with us. You can stay with Vivica, and she will accompany you on your journeys.
Of course. Thank you, Madame Hélène. Anytime you need my help, mon ami, just select my portrait from the menu, and voila, I will appear. You can select your own portrait again to come back. Each of us can reach locations and coins the others cannot.
You know, I just realized something. I think I might have been wrong with my statement. After we watched this cutscene where she wears different clothing for some reason. But, yeah. It would have...
So what is next for Corinne, the future
dialogue.
musketeer? I must find Monsieur Treville, the captain of the Musketeers. I have a letter for him from my mother, explaining who my father was and why I'm here. I see. Then let us make haste and find this man at once. Keep up, mon petit chaton.
But yeah...
Wait up!
Come on, yeah. Just get with the program. But yeah, it's like...
I wonder...
Shut up, cat. we're talking right now. Let's change our outfits a bit because it looks a bit awful. That character? Okay, I guess we're not changing that character's outfit.
It's over there.
There we go. Outfits. Green. Good. Continue.
Vivica uses her ribbons to swing from that peg.
But it's like every time a character from the movie speaks, the quality of the voice seems to be a bit lower than when they actually recorded the dialogue themselves. Oh yeah, and there's doors here in Paris where we can go through and kill spiders and get money and then go away again. As we often do in Paris. Also, there's just horrible things falling from the ceiling everywhere here, which is rather unfortunate. I don't think I'd like to live in France if this is what it's like. But fortunately, we have Ribbon Girl.
I wonder what's over there. If
Corinne
Vivica
is kind of
uses her
useful in a
ribbons to
way
swing
because
from
she
that
has the
peg,
capability
we can
of
go
holding
exploring.
onto ceilings, and that is something, for as far as I know, no other character can do. And I say as far as I know because I think this was pretty much as far as I've gotten the last time I ever played this game. Before I just went, I'm just gonna play something else. And yeah, we'll see what happens. Also, there's robots. They crush into us and then barrels appear from the ceiling again. Fortunately, we can destroy a barrel which heals us because we are part of the 3 Musketeers. Even though there's 4 playable characters and a cat. One of us is gonna be not a musketeer, I guess. Change character. At least changing character is really fast, which is kind of nice. So if you need to hold on to the ceiling, you can do that very swiftly, and everything ends up wonderfully. You can hang out with the cat over there in that little crevice. Not really sure why that's over there, but I guess they had a reason to do so. Instead, we're just gonna make an infinite of tiny things fall down from the sky. Press every button we can find. Ribbon our way across voids and gaps. Skip that door, because I'm lazy. I don't wonder what's over there.
Uses her ribbons to swing from that peg.
Come on.
We can go exploring.
We can go exploring! But yeah, Miette is a very helpful character. Anyone who's ever seen or played the game Barbie and the Magic of Pegasus will know how good of a character Shiver was, in that Shiver knows the way, and in this game it's Miette knows every single possible time to say the same line of dialogue whenever it seems necessary. Oh my god, it's Robin Hood. Get him. What is he doing? I don't trust this guy. He seems untrustworthy to me. What is he doing? Get over here. Get back. I don't understand you. Okay, he disappeared. I guess he was just an illusion cast by the people that wish to fight us. The inevitable 3 Musketeers and friend. Whoever the 4th person is going to be. I genuinely don't know. It's all gonna be a big old surprise to me who the last person's gonna be. Because there were a bunch of portraits. This barrel is gonna destroy me. Ah, barrel. I mean, it's nice that you give back the same amount of health as you deal damage, but let's go into the door. It's still kind of rude when it just crashes into us like that. It's not nice. Not nice at all. I have to say though, graphically, like the art looks kind of nice in this game. Just the drawn stuff here and there. It just looks neat. It looks neat is what it does. Come on, balloon. You can't defeat me, balloon. I am a musketeer almost, maybe. I'm not really sure if Ribbon Girl is a musketeer yet, but I'm sure that they're planning on making her one. Also, there's this great scene with a chandelier falling down on the prince, and it's beautiful. Because Barbie just destroys all the shards in slow motion with their friends. It's great. It's beautiful. Beautiful and great.